Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump are mining Bitcoin. The two sons of the president have partnered with Hut 8, a $1 billion Bitcoin mining and energy infrastructure company, to create American Bitcoin. American Bitcoin is effectively a rebrand of Hut 8's self mining operation. To quote the press release, American Bitcoin aims to become the world's largest, most efficient pure play Bitcoin miner while building a robust strategic Bitcoin reserve. American Bitcoin will remain majority owned by Hut 8, with minority stakes owned by the Trump sons and other investors. American Bitcoin will focus solely on Bitcoin mining, separating itself from the other arms of Hut 8's business, such as data center operations and high performance computing. The significance of this announcement should not be overlooked. The sons of the sitting US president are backing a pure play Bitcoin mining operation. To quote Trump Jr., simply buying Bitcoin is only half the story. Mining it on favorable economics opens an even bigger opportunity. What does this mean, mining Bitcoin on favorable economics? This means mining with efficient machines and low cost power. And it's not an opportunity exclusive to large companies like Hut 8. Anybody can do this. The average electricity rate in the United States is around 16 cents per kilowatt hour. Unfortunately, that's not going to cut it. Even if you use the most efficient mining machine on the market, the Antminer S21 XP, at 16 cent, your break-even cost is going to be around $90,000, which is obviously not profitable. But there is a solution. It's called mining as a service. Mining as a service providers like Blockware exist to help investors mine Bitcoin themselves. They source the mining hardware, and they also operate data centers in remote locations across the country where power rates are far more competitive. That same S21 XP mining at a Blockware data center has a break-even cost around $45,000, which means even if the price of Bitcoin drops a bit further, it's still going to be making a profit. Mining is a long-term play. Over a multi-year period, miners tend to accumulate more Bitcoin than simply buying it outright. The Trump sons recognize this and are positioning their capital accordingly. Blockware recently published a report comparing the returns of Bitcoin mining versus a Bitcoin dollar cost average strategy, and we looked at a variety of different market scenarios. What we found is that mining resulted in more Bitcoin accumulation and higher returns in 75% of these scenarios. This report is interesting, and I recommend giving it a read. It's entirely free to download, and you can find it by clicking the link in the description. Here's a sample of the report. What we have here today is a comparison of buying one Bitcoin today or buying one Bitcoin worth of mining hardware. The goal with the mining hardware would be to outperform or accumulate more Bitcoin than simply buying one Bitcoin today. So the orange line going across the chart represents the ability to buy one Bitcoin today for around $85,000. The light green bar chart represents the amount of Bitcoin you would mine every single month with these miners. So this is after your electricity cost, how much Bitcoin do you have left over every single month? And then the dark green area represents the projected resale value of the mining hardware. Because one factor you have to consider with mining is not only are you accumulating Bitcoin every single day, week, and month, you have machines that produce Bitcoin at a profit, and those machines have a non-zero salvage value over time. And so what this chart shows us is under the current market conditions, if everything were to hold steady for the next 3 years, Bitcoin mining, when including a 50% salvage value of the hardware, will outperform Bitcoin by about 50%. As you can see, by April 2028 in this projection, the mining rewards plus the salvage value of the machine equals about 1.5 Bitcoin. And this is from purchasing one Bitcoin worth of mining hardware today. Now, of course, the market conditions are unlikely to remain stagnant over the next 3 years, which is why we looked at a variety of different outcomes for the Bitcoin price as well as mining difficulty. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin mining, click the link in the description to read the report or go to mining.blockwaresolutions.com/info. We have a dedicated team of professionals on standby to help you understand Bitcoin mining and see if mining with Blockware is a right fit for your Bitcoin treasury strategy. The Trumps are mining, and it's time for you to mine too.